What is poppin', everybody? This is your boy Ev, aka D2X, and oh my god, it happened. An upcoming NBA draft prospect will begin his rookie season with a signature shoe from his own brand. Of course, I'm talking about Lonzo Ball, the 6'6 playmaker from UCLA and Chino Hills, California. But nobody's talking about him, or even his brothers LiAngelo and LaMelo anymore. His old man LeVar has been pushing the hell out of the big baller brand that he and his family created, even to the point that it cost him a sneaker contract with either Nike, Under Armour, or Adidas. As a result, it sparked a chain of events that obviously no one anticipated, and that I sort of have a problem with, not only because of the general market, but because of other hoopers as well as Lonzo. Let me get right into it. The shoe is $500. Forget playing in an NBA game. Lonzo is undrafted. Meaning, in the grand scheme of things, he has done nothing to deserve a signature shoe right out of the gate. There are some exceptions to the rule, but nobody has so staunchly taken a gamble on a guy fresh out of his freshman year. And for LeVar to think that any superpower of the sneaker community would take that risk in this day and age is ridiculous. And you got celebrities and some athletes out here endorsing the movement just because the 3Bs are an independent brand and they could easily afford the multiple pairs that they bought. Which brings me to my next point. It's not only $500, it's a $500 basketball shoe. Lonzo, Jello, Melo, and any performance reviewer willing to do so is going to hoop in this shoe. Me personally, I ain't having it. Cause there is no way anybody can verbally convince me that a hoop shoe is worth $500. Only way I'm spending that kind of money on a shoe is if the Kobe 6 Concord gets re-released and there's a pair in my size with my name on it. Why? Cause I know what that shoe does. Meanwhile, over at BigBallerBrand.com, the description of the ZO2 reads this. An ortholite insole is embedded throughout the entire insole for maximum comfort. Really? An insole embedded in an insole? Last time I checked, insoles tend to be embedded in the footbed, but what do I know? I've only been playing ball and reading East Bay catalogs since I was 6. Speaking of, check out this next one. A full bed of shock-absorbent material keeps the shoe lightweight for high-speed performance. Man, that is the vaguest shit I've ever heard in my life. You know what's shock-absorbent? Memory foam. And I have yet to meet somebody playing basketball in that. And since when does shock absorption directly correlate to lightweight high-speed performance? Over the past 10 years, the shoes that have offered the most impact protection are LeBron's, aka the Crazy Light's polar opposite. But the ZO2 offers something worth $500. No, we ain't talking about Zoom, we ain't talking about Boost, we ain't talking about Charged, we ain't talking about Lunarlon, bro, we ain't even talking about black foam. Instead, we get a full bed of shock absorbent material. Let me just say, whoever wrote this trash description is doing the ZO2 zero favors on behalf of anyone that actually plays the game. Which brings me to my final point. Lonzo. I can't really stomach the media trying to drive a wedge between him and his dad, but as far as him making his own money is concerned, there has to be a line. Zoe is on my list of guys I want to see do well in their rookie campaign this year, and all the undue controversy LeVar is bringing to this kid could very well derail that. Nobody in this life wants to see signature hoop shoes priced at $500 becoming the standard. This desire to be a trendsetter, for what? A billion-dollar legacy that has no tangible identity whatsoever? For all we know, we may not even see that billion until LaMelo Jr. Speaking of, Jello and Melo are going to be headed down that path pretty soon, and there are only 3 things in life that are certain. Death, taxes, and repeating mistakes that you don't learn from. And to be honest, all I really have left to say is this. The only name signed on that Nike, Under Armour, or Adidas contract would have read Lonzo Ball. So LeVar, my hat's off to you if you gain all that you intend to gain from big baller brand sales, but for what it's worth, you'd better be giving Lonzo his due. Because if anybody were to deserve the majority of that billion, guess what? It's him.